Hey everyone, today I'll be making a short review of the DOS Ego. As you can see, the DOS Ego is a rather small portable Bluetooth speaker. It's quite a similar size to the JBL Go 2 and Xiaomi Mi portable Bluetooth speaker, which I do not have here currently. But so yeah, it's a rather small portable Bluetooth speaker. You might indeed notice that I'm filming this outside in the middle of the city, but that's just mostly because there's no light inside, so I don't have any lights to add to the setup, so I had to do this outside for today. Well, because these days are really dark somehow, so there's no light inside. At least there's some acceptable light outside, so I'll be doing it here. But this of course comes at the cost of wind noise and every once in a while a car or just some people in general. And as you can probably hear, there's wind right now. And some birds. But yeah, the DOS Ego portable Bluetooth speaker. So yeah, as you can see, it's a nicely small, compact speaker. It's similar size to the JBL Go 2, as I said. It's just ever so slightly bigger. But not by much. What I really like about this thing is just this very small hook. The Blitzwolf here has also got a hook. You cannot take it off like the Blitzwolf can. He has a screw and you could take it off. But yeah, it's a nicely small hook here. What I also noticed immediately when I got it out of the box, it is very light. It is a really lightweight speaker. It is like, I'm not sure how heavy it is. I couldn't find it on the websites or anything. But the JBL Go 2 is heavier. Well, not by much. JBL Go 2 is indeed a little bit heavier, while being actually slightly smaller. The button layout is quite simple, even though I still haven't found to this day what this M button does, which is quite odd, and I couldn't find it either. So yeah, there are some things that I cannot tell you about the speaker because I just don't know, and I couldn't find it on the internet. But yeah, here's just the on and off button, and volume up and down buttons. It's quite simple. The M button, I haven't found anything what it does, so yeah, I don't really know. I assume it stands for mode. Maybe it switches from auxiliary to Bluetooth, but it just keeps connected to my phone when I change it, so probably not. So I don't know. But yeah, the button layout here is quite simple, even though I don't quite know what the M means. And if you look from really close, here you can see there's a microphone. So the speaker does indeed work as a speakerphone, which is always nice, of course. Oh, and I almost forgot here, the button in the middle. It's a multifunction button here. You can tap it and double press it and everything to pause and skip tracks, which is of course very nice. The driver layout I'm also not quite sure, but I believe there is one driver in the front and a pass radiator in the middle. I think so, because it sounds like there's some bass coming out of the back. But I'm pretty sure that's it. Here on the side you have the flap where you can get the line in, and USB charging. Battery life, again, one of those things that I couldn't really find on the internet. It seems to be quite decent, but I couldn't really find it, so yeah, it just seems to be decent. I'd say it probably has a rating of like 8 hours, but I couldn't find it. So yeah, again, there are some things I just couldn't find or find out myself about this portable Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, battery life, it seems to be decent. Connectivity, once again, I couldn't find a rating, but it seems to be quite average, and just for a $30 portable Bluetooth speaker, it just seems pretty good. I mean, I got to about 60 feet, which is around average these days. So yeah, that's about 20 meters, and that is just fine, that's good. The speaker is IPX6 waterproofed, they claim. Now, there's a thing, IPX6, I believe, isn't officially waterproof, it's more like pressurized water resistant. So it should be able to resist pressurized water, and it will probably resist a dunk in the pool for a few seconds, but I wouldn't do that because it's IPX6, not IPX7 or 8. IPX7 or 8, those are waterproof. And then of course the most important part of a portable Bluetooth speaker, it is the sound quality. Here I've got mixed feelings about the speaker, because yes, it is pretty cheap. But the sound also is it just sounds a bit cheap. because it is quite cheap, but the sound is also quite cheap. So a normal levels it sounds as good as the JBL Go 2, which is okay, it's fine for most people. And the maximum volume, it just sounds slightly better. But as you of course know, the JBL Go, well, you may not know, but the JBL Go 2 doesn't really sound that good. It sounds practically as good as the 3-year-old JBL Go, the original one, which is not very good. So yeah, the DOS sounds about the same level, just it sounds slightly fuller at maximum volume. Levels-wise, they're about the same. Now here's the Blitzwolf on the right here, which is $20. So you have the JBL Go 2 on the left here for $40, the DOS Ego for $30, and the Blitzwolf F1 at the right for $20. And of these three, the Blitzwolf sounds the best. But then again, it's also the biggest. It's twice as big as the DOS. Even though I think it's still totally handleable. Sound dispersion is also about average. It's just kind of like the JBL Go 2. Once again, sound is quite comparable to the JBL Go 2. Just that it sounds a little bit, just very slightly bigger on maximum volume. Just slightly more bass. But equally as loud. And no bass adjustment for low volumes like the JBL Go 2. Bass punch is similar on like the JBL Go 2 on normal volumes. Yeah, in general, it just sounds quite average, to be honest. It just doesn't sound bad, it just doesn't sound good. So yeah, once again, a very short review of a Bluetooth speaker, in this case, the DOS Ego. I often keep these Bluetooth speaker reviews pretty short, unless it's something like really special. Once some reviews I had, like the Bang & Olufsen Beatplay A1, when I got it I really liked it, and actually I still do quite like it. But yeah, those reviews are longer, just because, well, those are really special things. And it's been quite a while since I had something like that. So yeah, these reviews I made these days aren't really that long. So yeah, this has been the entire review of the DOS Ego, basically. You can get it on Amazon for $30 or $29.99. Which I think is it's a decent price. I'd get it over the JBL Go 2. So yeah, I would get this over the JBL Go 2 probably, unless you really need the waterproofing that the JBL Go has, and the DOS doesn't. Because, well, this DOS is just cheaper, and it sounds about the same, or maybe slightly better, even though it is slightly bigger. So yeah, this has been my review. See you next time. Bye bye.